Hi there. In this video, I will explain how you can add one-off expenses to your Mbrella account. First of all, I make a differentiation between one-off expenses and monthly recurring expenses. One-off expenses are, for example, a train ticket that you bought or a bike that you bought. Monthly recurring expenses can be, for example, a monthly expense for your bike lease or a monthly expense for your mortgage or your rent, so something that repeats on a frequent basis. In this video, I will explain how we add the first kind of expenses, so the one-off expenses. And there will be another video about the monthly recurring expenses as well, of course. So how to add a one-off expense? First of all, we log into the platform and we go to the left to the expenses page. Here we can stay in the all expenses overview, and we will have the possibility to click on add expense in the right upper corner. We'll see that a form pops up, and here we have to fill in all the information that is being asked. So we first have to add a title for our expense. In this case, we have maybe bought a train ticket to go to Paris. We're using our legal budget, so nothing to change here. And as category, we choose public transport. The train ticket, it was a good deal, so we only paid 50 euros, for example. So we will also indicate 50 as the amount we want to be reimbursed for. Then for the date, important here, it will automatically always show today's date. But if you bought the ticket, for example, on Saturday, then you have to indicate Saturday to make sure that you had your legal budget at that point in time, and also that it makes sense with the justification document that we will add here. First, there's also the possibility to add a comment to give some more information to the person that has to approve your expense. But if it's all straightforward, it's definitely not mandatory to add a comment, but feel free to do so. What is mandatory is uploading a justification document. So in this case, that can be the invoice or the proof of payment that we got when we ordered the train ticket. So it clearly has to state the date on which you made the order and the amount of money you had to pay, so that the person checking your expense can check if you're not asking more than what you have paid yourself for the train ticket, and if it wasn't last year, which is not possible to be reimbursed for now. So we will upload the justification document. And then we have the possibility to click on save and add another. So if we have multiple expenses to add, we can easily click on this. If this is the only expense we need to add, we just click on save and the expense will be added to our overview. As you can see, it will receive the status pending. So as long as the admin of the platform, which is most of the times someone from the HR team, so it will have the status pending. If it's approved, it will get the status approved. If it's refused, then it will, of course, get the status refused. In red, it will be very clear. And when you then click on the expense, there will be a comment from the manager giving the explanation why the expense was refused. You then have the option to go to the actions menu here and edit the expense. So for example, you might have confused the justification document with another one, and they're saying, yeah, we can't approve the expense because it's not the right justification document. No worries, you can just edit the expense and change the justification document you added. And that's how you add one-off expenses in Mbrella.